Okay, boys and girls, we're going to start with math boxes, lesson 1-8, and you'll find that on page 17. Okay, number 1, you're to write the number that is halfway between 50 and 60 on the number line. Then write 52 where it belongs on the number line. Okay, so the number that's halfway between, once again, remember when we're looking at that half of 10 because we're rounding to the nearest 10. Okay, so halfway between 10 is 5, and then we always go back and look at that 10, so it would be 55. And if I were to put 52, 52 comes before 55, so 52 would come over here. Okay, so if I would round 52 to the nearest tens, 52 then would round to 50. All right, number 2. You may draw open number lines to help you. This time, boys and girls, we're rounding to the nearest hundred. All right, so 286. So 286, remember we always start with that first 100, which is 2, so it would be 200. My next 100 would be 300. My middle spot, this time it's not going to be 5, it's going to be 50. So I'm going to take that beginning 100, put 50 on it, and it is 250. Okay, I'm going to look at 286. Well, 86 comes after 50, so it must be on this side, so 286. So 286 rounds to 300. Okay, our next one is 593. Once again, we're rounding to the nearest hundreds. So we have the 5, so that tells me that 500 is what we're going to start out with. My next 100 is 600. Let's find that middle point. We know it's going to be 50. And then I come back to my 100, my first 100, so it has to be 550. Okay, we want to do 593. Well, we know 93 comes after 50. Okay, so 593 must round to 600. All right, good job. All right, number 3. Okay, you're to use your pattern blocks. Well, of course, if you're at home, you probably don't have your pattern blocks. So go ahead and see if you can figure out polygons that has 4 sides that are not the same length. So we want a polygon. We want it to have 4 sides, and we want it to not all have the same length. Okay, so if I were to draw that, not a very good drawer here, but let me try that again. Trying to, there we go. Okay, and if I draw that, that would be my trapezoid. My sides are all not the same length. Okay, I could also draw a rectangle. That would be pretty easy. My sides are not the same length there. And then I could also draw a parallelogram. And on a parallelogram, my sides are not the same. Okay, and then I just listed the ones that I drew. Number 4, you're to find the difference between each pair of numbers. So remember, distance is the distance between these two numbers. So 41 and 79. So if I use I can use my chart at the beginning, or my grid, my number grid at the beginning of the chart. So 49 to 79 would be 38. 30 to 96 would be 66. And 18 to 80 would be 62. Okay. All right, you're just to record the time on the clock. If you notice, my hour hand is between the 2 and the 3, so that tells me my hour is 2. And my minute hand is on the 5, so we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So it must be 2:25. And on the last one, number 6, you're going to write the numbers that are 10 less and 10 more. So once again, we're working with tens. So when I look at the first one, 133, I'm going to notice the 10. The 100 for less is going to stay the same. I'm going to go back 1, and my 1 stay the same. For 10 more, my 100 stay the same. I'm going to go 1 more 10, and my 1 stay the same. For 155, there's your tens place value. The 100 stay the same. I'm going to go back 1 10, and the 1 stay the same. The 100 stay the same. I'm going to go add 1 10, and the 1 stay the same. On 230, 3 is my tens place value. The 100 stay the same. I'm going to go back 10, and my 1 stay the same. And we're going to add 10, the 100 stay the same. The 10s go up 1, and the 1 stay the same. Okay, 507, this is going to be a little more tricky. You're just going to go back 10, which would take you to 497. Okay, and to add 10, the hundreds is going to stay the same. Add 110, and the 1 stay the same. For 702, you're going to go back 110, okay, and that gives us 692. And for adding 110, the hundreds stay the same. We're going to add a 10, and the 1 stay the same. All right, boys and girls, this concludes Math Box lesson 1.8.